Blessings, blessings, everybody. Blessings, blessings. All right, so I am about to prepare vegan mac and no cheese, right? So we're going to use some noodles. I've already done a lot of the recipes because I want to make this short. So here are some of the noodles that we're using. The noodles are not typical macaroni noodles. We're actually using this brand. And yay for me, I figured out how to reverse it so we can read the ingredients. This is made from chickpeas. And here is the nutritional value on this. So our noodles are good for us. Okay, so protein. I think we saw some protein there, right? Regular pasta, 13 grams. This banza, 25 grams. So a little bit about this. It did say to cook it for 8 to 9 minutes. I went 7. I've worked with this before, and if you do the time it says, they might come out mushy, so way too mushy. So I wanted it to have a little bit more of a noodle texture, so I only went 7 minutes with it. All right, so now we're gonna work on the cheese sauce. I'm gonna do a couple things different. I've done some research, and we're gonna see how it all works out. Trial and error, everything, right? Okay, so the other thing that I did in advance is I baked a potato. I don't know if this is gonna let you see because of this light. A baked potato, an onion, and some carrots, and 2 cloves. I baked these in the oven for about an hour, and we're gonna put this in the blender. Okay, so and the other thing, it's a little bit of prep when it comes to this no cheese. Cashews. I soak these overnight so that they'll be nice and soft when we blend them, okay? Because we have to blend all this up. The other piece to this is we are using nutritional yeast. So this is gonna help with that cheesy flavor. So this is something that you can pick up. I'm gonna use about a 1/2 cup. Some of them say less, but I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup tonight with this. And we are using a lemon. I've already squeezed it, so we're going to pour that into there. We're gonna use pink Himalayan salt. No, you can't see that it's pink. I don't know if this, there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. So pink Himalayan salt, we're using that. We're using turmeric. Okay, turmeric's gonna give it a nice color, but it also is good for you. So we like to use turmeric. And in the end, I'll probably sprinkle some smoked paprika on top of it. Onion powder, garlic powder, salt to taste. We said the pink Himalayan. And let's make it happen. Oh, tahini. I showed you in the couple of lives how to mix this tahini. You just add lemon juice and you mix it up. And so I've already done that. I don't know if this light's gonna let us see it. There we go. So the tahini's already mixed, and we're going to add that to the recipe. Nowhere have I seen it added to it, so this is gonna be my own little thing, and yours too if you decide to follow along. I will send a link to some of these cheese recipes, and then you can follow what they do, but today we're just trying it out. All right, so let's go ahead and I don't know, what are we gonna do first? Let's go ahead and put the potato in here. I've already washed my hands, all that good stuff. So I'm just throwing the potato. You wanna have a high-powered blender. That's very beneficial. Oh, onion. 1 onion. I baked it with the potato. And I'm just gonna grab these in here because this is for me and my grandbabies, well, mostly for them. 2 garlic cloves. I just baked them, and then I baked them whole, and then I took off the outside once they were done. So you put the garlic in there. Oh, 3 of them. I did 3. I see another one here. So I've tried this boiled, and I prefer it roasted, and that's what I did. I roasted it in this baking, I don't know, container, whatever it is. All right, so got that all in there, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and let this go for a little bit. I'm gonna add the nutritional yeast to it. And before I turn this on, if you have your earpieces in or listening, you might want to kind of mute it for a second because this blender is loud. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this up. Let's see, move the blender so you can see. There we go. I hope everyone's having a good night. Blessings to everybody. Thank you for joining in. Okay, let's see. Where's my lid? Over there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and this is like the best investment I ever made. So I did the cheap routes. I tried to get cheap blenders and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. This is the Ninja, and I think if I was to upgrade it would be to a Vitamix. But definitely if you're gonna go vegan, you're gonna have to get some kitchen things, and this is one of the pieces of equipment you'll want to get as soon as possible, because a lot of the vegan recipes call for a food processor or a high powered blender. Okay, so if your ears are on this, I don't think there's a way for me to mute it so that you don't hear this. So here we go. So it's a little thick, right? It's a little thick. I'm showing you the process because I think it's just important to kind of see what's happening. Okay, so it's a little thick. So we're gonna go ahead and add, we're gonna add the cashews. It said about a cup. I think this is probably a cup and a half, so I'm not gonna put all of them. Just put a few and then I'll taste, and if I feel like it needs more, we'll add more. The cashews are raw, so no salt, no roasting, straight raw cashews, and make sure you you soak them for 8 hours at least, okay? There's different ways to do it. You can boil them, you can do other stuff to make them soft, but if you are planning your food, your menu for the week, and you know you're gonna want mac and cheese for Saturday, then you definitely want to soak them on Friday, so that when Saturday comes around, they're ready to go. All right. My daughter-in-law, Ashani, she makes really good mac and cheese. We've kind of experimented with different people's recipes, and that's what we're doing here today too. I'm experimenting. I'm taking what I've researched, and I'm gonna add, like I said, the tahini once this is all done. So, very garlicky smelling. All right, so let's see. I have a little bit, because it's kind of, to me it's a little too thick. I wish this light would be better. It's a little too thick, so I'm gonna mix it up more. So this is just barely. I'm gonna mix it up some more. It's a little too thick, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of cashew milk. I'm gonna put it in here. I don't want it to all the way pour. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. Not too much, because I don't want it, so you can see there's still some inside there. I didn't want to put too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasonings. I used white pepper. You can use the black pepper. Again, the turmeric, pink Himalayan salt, and I think we put a little bit of onion powder. Oh, I like this song.
Watch out! All
right, we're gonna mix it up. See, it has like a cheesy yellow, cheesy look to it. So I think I'm gonna add some more of the nutritional yeast. I'm gonna throw some more of that in there. Again, the nutritional yeast gives it a cheesy flavor, okay? And we are going to add our tahini. Tahini is very sharp, but it's going to give it more cheesy flavor. So for those people who are missing out on their cheese, but they're being good and they're staying away from the cow titty juice, this is gonna be yummy for you because you are making changes. So that's great. All right, so we're gonna take just, I don't know, not that much of the tahini. Let's see, doesn't. I think I have to put like my hand or something behind it. Oh, it's not working. Okay, not that much tahini. No, I'm not working with any real measurements. I still see kind of a little bit of nutty texture to it. I hate that this light doesn't, okay, there we go. The closer I get, the better it is. So this is, again, is our no cheese. We're making mac and no cheese. We used potato, a couple of carrots, 3 cloves of garlic, and seasoning, salt, turmeric, pepper. I don't know, should I taste it? What do you guys think? Should I taste it now? I think I'm gonna taste it. I'm real picky about how this tastes, so if it don't taste right, you're gonna know it. Let's just see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. That's some cheesy cheese flavor right there. But I do feel like it needs to be blended up some more. So, trying to, maybe a little bit more salt. I'll put a little bit more salt. I'll do this one as a measurement because I don't want to pour too much. In my corn yesterday, I think I might have put too much. So I'm just going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon. That's actually not bad at all. And I think I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the milk. Remember I did the what is this? Oh, I got it turned wrong, I'm sorry. The cashew milk. So, it's not it, right? There we go. Milk cashew, unsweetened. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. And this one. No? Don't taste it. It's good. This is good. Any questions? Does anyone have any questions about this or what I'm doing? I don't know how many people have joined in or whatever. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them up. I'm watching this screen as Tamisha, yes. And if I was doing nachos, I would probably add some jalapeno juice or serrano pepper, something to give it a little bit more of a kick. But yeah, I want to see some of your food because, Tamisha, I want to see some of your food because I know it's probably super yummy. We're gonna have to have a day where you bring some and I bring mine and we share. Okay, so some vegan mac and cheese recipes, they tell you to put miso. I went and looked for miso. I didn't know what miso was, and I looked for it, and it actually is soy based. So I decided not to include that in here. Some recipes will say mustard. I tried that, I didn't like it. So I didn't add the mustard to this. I just strictly did like what you saw. And matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the rest of these cashews in. Now cashews, they're a pricey nut. And I didn't really understand or understand why cashews were the price that they were until I went out the country and actually saw a cashew tree and saw it grow, and the cashew grows almost like a bell pepper and the nut is on the outside of it. It's pretty interesting. So this big old bell pepper looking thing, and I'll post a picture if I can find go back into my archives, but the one cashew grows on the outside of the flower, which is pretty amazing. So after seeing that, I don't have a problem with cashews being the price that they are, because it's not like they just grow in abundance. It's like a fruit, one fruit, and then at the bottom is this cashew nut. So it takes a lot of cashews, a lot of fruit. How is this looking? Oh, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna get my spatula. I just want to see, I'm going to show you guys. It's still kind of thick, and I really don't care for this nutty texture looking, so it'll have to go like a lot longer in the food processor, but you can see that it has like the color of the cheese. I think it needs a little bit more cashew milk, because you see how it's like more of a clumpy. So we're gonna add some cashew milk to it. Go. A little bit. Based off of my taste, I'm also gonna add some more tahini. So I guess you could go ahead and add a full tablespoon of the tahini instead of what I did, which was a half. So I'm doing another half. So you'll want to do a full tablespoon if you want to use the tahini. Okay. And we're gonna let that go again. Again, we're making mac and no cheese, and we are using, instead of regular noodles, we are using these noodles made of chickpeas. They have 25 grams of protein. So if you're wanting to, if your children, you're going vegetarian based, you want to make sure you keep that protein in your diet. The tahini has protein, our noodles have protein. So that's really good. That's quite a bit of protein. Put in a little grapeseed. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Thank you, Tamisha. So yes, grapeseed oil is very good for you. So if you get some of this, again, it is a little bit, it's not something that like $2 or $3 oil, if that's what you're used to paying. This is gonna be a little bit pricier, but it is better for your body. So if you were to compare your body to a car, a Ferrari, you're gonna give that Ferrari the top of the line gas. So this would be like top of the line gas. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of it. I think that's right. I did see the recipe with a little bit of oil. I don't want to do it that way. Oh, it's my song. Okay. Use that spoon. My other measurings are all full of powder or something, so whoop, come on fast. All right, so I'm putting in maybe a teaspoon. So I don't know if you guys all heard, but the brewery that's out, that's on, is that InDa? I think it's InDa and Fulton. They're doing a vegan thing. It's all vegan food. I think that's so amazing that we're starting to see more of that in Fresno. So if you have the chance to attend that, that would be great. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do it one more time. That is looking a little better. That is looking a little better. And if you can see, again, there is no cheese in here. Now there's diet cheese, which is, again, not cheese. And you could use that. But I'm trying to have more vegetables and something that's processed. So this is something that, you know, we just used a potato, we used onion, we used garlic, we used some spices, we used tahini. So we didn't use any fake cheese, or not fake cheese, I shouldn't say fake cheese. We just didn't use the non-cheese stuff that's packaged. I try to stay away from those things. We used a potato in here. So it's looking really good. I think I'm good with the texture. I probably could go probably another 2 or 3 spins, but it's late, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this into our, I don't know, is it bonzas, into our bonza noodles. So again, these are not regular elbow. We use chickpea. Right, let me see how this texture is. See? I feel like it's still, what do y'all think? You think I need to add some more milk to it? I think maybe we could add some more milk to it, right? This again is, we're making vegan and no cheese. I've made this cheese tasting sauce from a potato, carrots, and I think I need to add a little bit more water to it. Oh, not water, I'm sorry. Cashew milk. I'm gonna be brave and just throw some in. Oh, you can't even see. Let me pull this over. I'm gonna be brave. Here we go. I don't want it to be too watery. it does need more. No, I didn't add the water from the noodles. Is that something I could do in the future? That would work better probably, right? I didn't add the water from the noodles. I just let that go. I just used the cashew milk or milked cashews. So maybe I'll try that next time. That's starting to look a little bit. Okay, it's starting. Okay. I'm gonna add some more then. This is looking pretty good now. When I pour this out, you're gonna think this is some cheese up in here. No cow titty juice. If you do your research, you'll find out that the reason why milk came about was because the European or the colonizer, whatever you want to call them, and we know their affairs with animals, saw the baby cow sucking from the mother cow, and he was hungry. So he decided to go and take a sip. And then from there, we had it commercialized, advertised to us, and now we have humans drinking cow milk, eating cheese. I mean, when you really like go into thinking about how a lot of this stuff came about and is advertised to us, I don't know how we can, for me, it's disgusting. I get that it tastes a certain way, but I learned today that your taste buds can change. And as you, I posted a video, it was Brother Polite speaking, and he was talking about the taste buds and how quickly they change. And that the only reason why people think that the bad is bad, I mean the bad tastes good, is because it's been designed that way through your taste buds, the chemicals and all and so forth. But really good, and if you have ever an opportunity to eat something like this, good, and the way it tastes is good. But people say, oh, that's gotta be nasty. I mean, I'm over here making stuff from potatoes from the earth, and there might be somebody who's watching this and thinks it's nasty. But yet that same person is pulling out a packet from the Mac&NOcheese, throwing it in, and to them that tastes good. So, and that's just a chemical, a combination of a bunch of chemicals to make us want to go and buy more. And then we get sick because there's no nutritional value, there's nothing to it. We have our children getting cancer at young ages, and it's already been proven it's through the diet. And diet includes getting sun. So many people don't want to be in the sun for whatever the reasons are, but the sun gives us nutrients, vitamin D. So give it a try things out. Reverse those taste buds so that they can start enjoying what is good. And I have found that when people go vegan, even if it's for a little bit, like maybe a week, and then they try to eat the other food that they were eating in the past, they literally get sick. And that's the body's way of saying, no, you were giving me that good stuff, I don't want none of this. So listen to your body. Here we go, one more time. No cow titty juice. I don't care how good they, you know, I used to have a really hard time when I first started to go vegan. Anytime I saw pizza, I had to have some. That was my breaking, and I would have it. And I would be upset with myself later. But now as I continue to do research, and I can't do it anymore. I can sit there in front of pizza and not want to eat the pizza. The bread now, I may want to taste the bread, but no, I did good yesterday. Pizza was all around me. I didn't have not one bite. I'm so proud of myself. Woo-hoo, big up for me. Okay, so let's look at this. Ooh, this is looking good. I think I should go live and make mac and no cheese with you guys more often. So So it's a little bit more creamier. There's less of that nutty. And I do have the oven going for at 400. I'm gonna put it in there for like 20 minutes. But I think that's pretty good. Let's see what it looks like when we do this. We're getting more, huh? What do you think? Should we add a little bit more? What do you think? More cashew milk? I think so. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more cashew milk, okay? But you can see, you just play with it, have fun. Things do not have to be perfect. Let me pull this over here. And we're gonna do this again. All right. I think that's gonna be the last one. I said that the last time though, right? Okay. Sabrina, thank you for watching, and congratulations on all the good stuff that's happening with you. I love to see good news on the timeline. It's just such a blessing to see everybody elevating and doing more things, expanding. It's just great. I see you, Norma. Hey, cousin. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pour this no cheese onto our no macaroni. Because it's actually, again, I'm using, for those who are just joining, I'm using Banza elbows made from chickpeas. So the difference is here. So when we're wanting to cook for our children and make sure ourselves too, right? Here's the difference. All right, we've got lots of protein in this. So this is good stuff for them. All right, and we're going to take this. Oh, you know what I should do? Oh, no, that's good. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm not gonna try to pull that out and fight with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it with that on there. Because those blades are sharp. Can you see this? Move this out the way. Can you see this? Okay, yeah. Come this way. There we go. So you see I'm pouring the sauce. The sauce was made with a potato, a couple of carrots, and I'm going to put that in front of there. And we're just going to mix it in here. Oh, that's looking pretty yummy. So this, again, remember I said do your Banza or anything that you get that has chickpea. Don't go the full minutes that they say, okay? They said here 8 minutes to 9 minutes. I went 7 and stopped it. So, and this is the reason why. You're gonna have to mix the sauce in there, and if you go the full minutes, it is going to just be like mush, and we don't want that. So go a minute less, pay attention to it. I've done things like try to cook something else while that's boiling, and it just didn't work. So for me, it didn't. Maybe you're better at it, but for me, it didn't. So I'm really liking how the sauce is looking on here. If you can see, it looks, does it look like cheese? And I'm gonna add some more. My granddaughter, like I said, I've made a couple of versions of this, and my granddaughter, she would say, no, Gigi, do it like the first time you did it. Amira is very vocal, and she will tell you. My other ones might say, yeah, it's good, and may not say anything else, but Amira remembers very well. And the first time I did it with the potato. I roasted, and the second time I did it, I boiled it, and she could tell the difference. So try it a couple of ways and see which way is best for you. All right, so this is covered really well. You see that? So again, we're doing mac and no cheese. This is not cheese. This is a sauce, a cheese-like sauce made from vegetables. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that into the oven for, I think they said 30 minutes. Oops, why don't you? Oh, I see. About 30 minutes, and see how that comes out. So, I don't know if you can, I'm gonna turn the light off. I got this light, but it's so annoying that it's too bright for certain things, so. There, can you see that better? So we have our mac and no cheese. Lots of protein in here, lots of protein, lots of good stuff is in here. All right, no cheese, mac and no cheese. And I think I'm going to sprinkle some smoked paprika, just to get a little bit of prettiness. There we go, and let's pop this in. Okay, any questions? Anybody have any questions? I hope it's good. And the thing is, I've been doing this intermediate fasting, or I'm working on it, because sometimes I'll have a taste of something. But as far as a meal, I'm working on from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. no eating. So you're fasting from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. and then from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. you can eat. So I'm like right now, it's one cooked meal, and then I'm doing lots of nuts and snacking, jackfruit. I really like the jackfruit. It's so good. It's so yummy. I didn't know it was that good, you know, cut fresh. So I really like that. Let's see what I said. Where do you get that pasta? Okay, I got this pasta at Whole Foods. Whole Foods. Or you could probably try Trader Joe's. They'll have that. And again, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about this pasta, which is Banza elbows. It's made from chickpeas. So it's not made from the starchy average pasta. And let's see, what else does it say here? 43 grams of net carbs, whereas the average pasta is 71 grams. So there's a lot of good stuff to this. Okay, especially the protein. All right, so try that. I think different stores like Walmart is trying to cater more towards vegans, so you might want to try them too. But the main thing that you're looking, you do 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. Yeah, so you're fasting from 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's what you're doing, Tamisha? That's what okay. Yeah, I guess that could work too. Especially if you stop eating at 4 instead of 7. So I might have to try that one. I'm just not, when I wake up, I'm not really too interested in eating right away. But definitely like a fruit and eating raw being, you know, just your fruit in its form. I can see how that can work. I might try that one. I actually got the 12 p.m. To 7 p.m. eating from Ralph Smart. I don't know if any of you have listened to it. I'm always up late. I know, me too. Well, actually, lately I've been trying to go to bed early. So, let's see. Anybody else have anything they want to ask? All right, so today we made vegan mac and cheese, and no cheese. Somebody's got to come up with a catchy name for this. And we made you eat from 4:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Oh, okay. Okay. That I guess that could work. The noodles are in the oven cooking for probably like about 20 minutes or so. And this is what the sauce looked like when we were done. And I'm trying to think if I have anything. Yeah, I have something that I can do with this. Let's try it. I have okay, so corn. There's so much GMO out there. If you do eat corn, I highly encourage you to eat organic corn and make sure it says the non-GMO, okay? Because Monsanto has done a lot with the corn, and some people will say, and there's probably true, corn really doesn't do a whole lot for you, but you definitely want to make sure you get it organic. Casa de Tamales, I showed you the tamale in one of my lives. She uses organic corn, or she has in the past. I don't know if she's changed up, but that was one of the things I liked about her, is that she uses organic corn. And so what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna warm up one of these. I'm going to spread that with some avocado. Let's see how that comes out. Avocados are really good for you. I don't know, did you guys know that the avocado, it takes 9 months for it to fully ready to eat? 9 months? And that, I think that's pretty amazing. And that it actually is good for our womb, and it's good for men. And yeah, avocado. Right. I'm gonna cut this avocado up. Nice and green. So wonderful when you get a nice avocado. I'm so full from today because I had them tacos. Oh, they're so good. I tried to have a taste tester for you guys, but she had eaten rice and beans before she got here, so she couldn't even taste it. But that's okay. Next time we'll get somebody. Somebody will pop in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and spread this no cheese sauce onto our tortilla. And pop out the avocado. Oh, that's a lot of avocado. Okay, so a couple of ways to save your avocado from going, you know, super dark. You can, some people put lemon juice on it. That works. That's your citric, you know, when you see on the cans and they say citric acid, that's what they're trying to pretend to be, a lemon, but it's not, it's something else. You could do that, or you can store it with an onion, an open onion. So you open an onion and you put it with the onion, and it will keep it fresh looking without the pit. So if you are somebody who likes to eat avocados, but you're not going to eat the whole thing, you can store it with a cut onion, and it'll keep it nice. My fingers. Okay, so hot sauce, because I like things hot. So a hot sauce that I like to use when I don't have my own hot sauce, and I'll show you guys on another live how to make some habanero hot sauce, but is this one that I get from Trader Joe's. There it is. It's very hot, but very yummy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Just a sprinkle. Yeah, that's all, because if you put too much, your mouth will be really burning. And I think I want a little bit more of the cheese, of the no cheese sauce. So today we made Mac&NOcheese for those who are just joining us. I'm just adding a little bit more cheese sauce, or no cheese sauce to this. No cheese. No cow titty juice. No cow titty juice. Okay. My grandkids get a kick out of me because I'll tell them, no cow titty juice. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of our avocado wrap. You know, quick snack. That's good. I think we did it. I think we did it. That's the no cheese sauce right there. And when that comes out of the oven, that's gonna be yummy. And I'm gonna actually pack it up and, oh wow, one more bite. It's good. Very good. So I get to have the cheese flavor without the cow titty juice, without the pus, without the mucus, without the hormones, without the powder substance. And all we did is we prepped, right? We have to prepare. We put the potato in the oven. I was doing other things as that was going on. I made sure I had all the ingredients. You just prepare. I had to put the cashews in yesterday. It's all about taking the time to organize so that you get your food right. And too often, our lives are about getting to work, getting the family, getting everybody to where they gotta go, and we short ourselves when it comes to the food. So, it takes a little bit of planning, but you can make it happen. And if you don't wanna make it happen, but you do wanna eat vegan, and you see someone with a plate sale, whether it be me or anyone else who is offering that, give them a try, support it. Because the more that we support that, the more we're going to see. It's all about supply and demand. The only reason why we don't have a supply of vegan restaurants to go to is because the demand is still shy. So if you see someone, myself, or anyone else out here offering some vegan food, be supportive. Because there is, you know, it's a process. It's not just mixing up a bunch of packets together. I know, it's so good. I'm gonna take another bite. Oh, That's bomb. I'm sorry, tongue in my mouth, but it's bomb. Yeah, this is good. Very good. Now you're hungry? You're gonna have to come drive over here and come be a taste tester tonight. I'm gonna be up for a while. I got many projects I'm working on right now. All right, so thank you all for joining. I don't know, do you guys want to wait for this thing to come out or so? I'm just gonna take a picture and share it with you guys. But any questions? Anybody have any questions? It doesn't have to be about the Mac&NOcheese. Anybody have any other questions? I did, just in case you were wondering, when I go to grocery outlet, I'm always looking for the different things that they had, and they had this at grocery outlet. The stores that I shop at the most would be grocery outlet, because it's close, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods sometimes, especially if I want the cashew cheese spread. It's not cheese, it's cashew. And if you're looking for like grapeseed oils, although sometimes Trader Joe's will have it too, but I'm sorry, grocery outlet. But these type of oils, that would be Whole Foods. Farmer's Market, I tried to get to the Farmer's Market as much as possible, but the one that's on Shaw and Blackstone is kind of far, so it's a hit and miss. Nutritional yeast. Add that to your seasonings cabinet, because this is really, really good to put, like if you were doing a baked potato, you could sprinkle that on. This is really good for that. All right, so I'll go ahead and let that finish up cooking. I'll taste it, and I don't know, maybe maybe I should just take it out now. No, it's not been in there. Let's see. All right, tasted it, and it needs some more time. So we're just gonna let that go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, today we made mac and no cheese. I probably, after tasting it, I think I'd probably add some more cashew milk to it. Tamisha, probably if I added the water from I don't know if that's what you were suggesting, but that might be a way to get a little bit more creamier, more of a sauce. So I think I'll do that the next time. So anyways, I'm gonna finish this up, and you guys all have a blessed and beautiful night. Thank you.